Am I here? Am I here? I think I'm here. Okay. Things are gonna get crazy. I'm pretty sleepy, but I wanted to do a quick... Whoa, look at this frame rate problem here. What is up with that? Give me a second. Let's just see if we can't close a couple web pages and stuff. Google Chrome eating up your memory. I mean, iconic, right? Okay, so things have got a bit crazy, so I wanted to do a very quick little live video here, maybe a few maps and stuff. And I actually just got this simulacrum. I don't remember what this is, but we could try that as well. So the gist of it is, this guy has gone absolutely insane. Let's give it a little time frame here. I actually think the best way to do this might be for me to jump over to path of building, right? If I do window capture as path of building, let's see if this works, right? Okay, here we go. So this was my original character, okay? When I just completed the campaign and, you know, happy days. And if you look up here, he's, you know, pretty nice. I was very happy with that. Almost 3 million DPS. I was like, oh, hold on. Can't hear myself think with this song. I love it so much, but there we go. Okay, so yeah, this was my first character. I mean, the gear is pretty solid. Like, happy days. I was upgrading over time. I was actually using Herald of Ice at this point, and at one point I had 2 of these rings here that give you a crap load of cold damage and added cold damage, all this stuff. I do recommend that if you're starting out. It's really, really cheap. Yeah, and we managed to push up to about 3 million DPS. And then I went on vacation, and then I had a bit of time in like the evenings and stuff on a really old laptop to just like tinker, mainly in path of building and trading with other people to try and make the build better. So we went from this, and then I think we got to something like this. Yeah, I think this was the middle ground. So this is when I took those blind nodes that I've talked about in the past down here. I was just checking my microphone was on, because that would be very sad if it wasn't. These down here at the bottom. And we got this whole like Fangs of Frost setup and the shattering enemies, all of that good stuff. And yeah, I started experimenting with this cluster jewel, but it was like half baked at this point in time. And if you look here, whoa, like in a week, maybe a week and a half, just with me like playing around, this went up to 24 million. I don't remember what level I was at this point. It says 94 here, but I think this is me tweaking with it a little bit. So I think that was when I was about like level 91, 92, pushing forward from there. And then we got to the video that I did yesterday. Oh, sorry, the day before yesterday. And in that one, we were at 30 million, or 29.9, or something like that, right? So that was pretty cool. And, you know, everything in that video that I said is still very, very valid. But this has just gone absolutely ridiculous. I mean, look at this over here. I'm going to have to do another supplemental video, I think, at this point. It is just shy of 70 million. Now, these were some expensive upgrades that I did. This is what I was trying to say in that last video. There was a long, long runway for how to improve the build. Let me just make sure it's up over there. Yeah, it is. 69 million. Like, let's round that to 70 million, right? So I want to quickly break down what the main changes were. Honestly, like, yeah, I've got a bottled faith now. I said I was going to do that. That's a nice big chunk of damage, right? Like, really, really good. Over an old diamond flask, if we put the old one back on, you see that's 9 million, right? That's pretty big. That's really, really big. Whoops. Put that back there. But that wasn't the biggest upgrade. The biggest upgrade is something that I spotted probably like the morning after I finished that video. And then someone actually also put it on the comments for that video as well. This helmet right here, Echoes of Creation. Now take a second to read this. So this says, your Warcry skills have an extra cooldown use, which is great because we socket our auto-exertion ones in there, and I'm I don't actually know if it does anything, but I assume... Actually, we'll do this live. Let's say that that wasn't on the helmet. I'm assuming this does add a bunch of DPS. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'm assuming what that does is it means that auto exertion is triggering it even more often. So it's, I mean, look at that. That line on its own was almost 7 million damage. And that's, you can't take that off the helmet. That was just me playing around, right? But more importantly, underneath that, when you attack, we deal damage to ourselves, which is kind of crap. But the skills, yeah, I mean, just look at the line underneath that. 15% more damage for each Warcry exerting them. Like, so this is basically another, this is basically another overexertion, an even better overexertion gem. And that just went ballistic. I don't know if I've got my old helmet in here. I don't. But if you look here, removing this item will give you minus 50%. 22, almost 23 million damage from that one item. Now, I splashed out a bit and got like a really well-rolled one. Part of me regrets it. Part of me says I should have put that money towards getting a really good corruption on it instead. But you definitely want to have, if nothing else on this item here, 15% more damage for each Warcry. You need to make sure that's maxed out. I just wanted everything else to be quite well rolled too. Ideal corruptions, I think, for this thing would probably be socketed skills have like less mana reservation or whatever the hell it's called. Can we put that on there? Is there a way for me to do that? Modifier, item, I don't know. I don't actually know how to do that. Oh, corrupt. Here you go. Implicit 1. This thing here. Look at that. That would give us 22% of our mana back. That's pretty huge. Because our old rare helmet had a means of us getting mana reservation back and like our skills costing less and stuff like that. So the main thing that I had to do when I swapped this helmet, I mean, I was going to make it work no matter what, right? Like adding 23 million damage in one item, that is ridiculous. But the main thing that we had to then target was the mana problems. So with that helmet, I've got another small cluster jewel here. I had to really play around with the tree. It's not optimal. There will be more things that we can do to fix this later on. I copied this idea from, I think, the top DPS guy that exists right now in this league with Ice Crash. This is just a really good idea. Just like this gets you a lot more increased mana reservation efficiency of your skills on that one point there. That's 6%. But more importantly, Hatred has a 50% increased mana reservation efficiency. So rather than it taking up literally half your mana, 50% of your mana, it only takes up 25. I think that's how that works. Let me just verify that here. More or less. I think it's actually using about 30-something% at the moment, but still, it's way, way, way better. So I had to work that in. So we refunded a few points up here. I actually managed to take, because we're using this cluster jewel now, you don't need to take the mastery here that gives you increased mana reservation efficiency. You can if you still have mana problems on top of that. It's obviously a very good node on the tree. But yeah, I personally haven't needed that now. I still want to take this node here because it's giving me crit strike multiplier from my timeless jewel in the middle there. And it makes like the war cries and stuff. Oh, sorry, it makes Ice Crash use a bit of a life instead of mana as well. It just makes it a bit nicer. Long term though, I think these 2 points probably are on the chopping board, which means I'll reevaluate whether to use this jewel or not, as I saw that there are even tattoos, which I've chucked a few on here as well, that can give you a form of attack damage leached as life. So we could just smack that on like one of these strength nodes here, done. That's our leech straight away. I'm pretty sure it's even better than my leech here. I think it's 0.5%. Yeah, so that's the big upgrade there. I mean, when I say big, it's literally more than double the damage we had before. I played around with this Ascendancy down here. I wanted to bring this one back in because it's more damage, more area of effect to like blow up the entire screen. But we're already kind of doing that. and you have to sacrifice one of these two really, really big defensive ones. I just felt too squishy when I took it. So I'm taking a little damage hit here. Like, look at that. If we take that, it's up to 73.5 million DPS. But I just felt so much squishier. Like, here's our effective hit pool on the left. Hopefully my cursor is showing you this. If I take that out, we go down to 47. It's not great. Like, we already are quite squishy. So taking these two really defensive Ascendancies, I think is mandatory. If you don't care about dying all the time, go ahead and take this shit up here. It's worth noting, if you have accuracy problems at all, you just take this. You will actually you'll attack so much faster as well, which is pretty cool. Like, look, that would be a 13.1 DPS increase, actually even higher than this one here. But yeah, and like I could play with that again, but it's the same problem. It's exactly the same problem. You trade more damage, and that's quite a lot more damage. I didn't know it was 13%, so I'll look into that a bit more. You trade that for a lot of survivability, though. 10% of your hit pool. Almost 2,000 armor if I took these nodes out. Like, yeah. I don't know, I just noticed I was feeling a lot squishier, so I just reset it back to how it is. Trying to think if there's anything else we did down here. I think I had to take a couple nodes like this one rather than these two. So I lost 2% damage here, just to get a bit more accuracy again. Because in... How did we lose accuracy? I think it's... I think it was on my helmet. On my helmet before I had an accuracy modifier. Obviously, we've just replaced that with this one. So, yeah, that's gone now. So I had to just make it up on the tree. So I took that one, and because these were giving crit strike chance, I moved the crit multiplier from here over to here. So like, if we could take these again, these two nodes, like look at that. That's basically 1 million. Or sorry, 500,000 each. This one is almost 1 million on that node right there. That's really, really nice. There's another like 1 million up here. We got so much runway and potential upgrades to do. I really want to fix like this jewel. It's an old jewel now. It doesn't have any crit multiplier on it. Like, that's awful. That needs to go yesterday. We scale from crit multiplier, right? Like, if I swap this to one of the ones with a heaps of crit multiplier on it, look at that. We're talking 2.5 million. Potential 5% increase in damage. So when I can figure out removing this one, excuse me, it looks like right now I was using it for a bit of crit chance, but we are almost at 100% without that. So that's awesome. And I think I was also using it for resistances, which I have actually had to... I am suffering a little bit. I have uncapped lightning resist right now. Easy way to fix that would be these 2 points here, but I don't want to sacrifice damage elsewhere to put them in. So yeah, haven't done it yet. But yeah, there we have it. So that's 69 million damage, and how I've kind of put that all together. Again, using inspiration from what other players are doing. There's a lot of really cool stuff. I'm interested in trying something that I did on an ice build before, which is getting another large cluster jewel. The one I had back then had one called like Cold to the Core on it. We won't use that because that scales off intelligence, but we could probably get ones that give us like cold exposure and more cold penetration damage and or like area of effect, stuff like that. Put that up here, because this is like a complete waste of 5 points at the moment, right? But if there was another cluster jewel with heaps of damage on it that we're pathing through to get this mana reservation, I'd be happy with that. And we'd probably just refund these 3 points here. And again, we could investigate taking this Ascendancy up here, which would fix all the accuracy problems. That would give me these 2 points here back. This point back here could go. There's a lot of stuff to play around with. Yeah. So that's kind of that. I think my next goal is to try and get to 100 million combined damage with this build. Now, that's going to require a lot of work. I think we're going to need a new weapon, and the next weapon upgrades for me, we're talking like probably 100 divines. Like I could get a budget one for maybe 10 to 15. I know that's not really budget, right? But that's probably only going to be a 4% damage increase or something. So if we want to upgrade this, it's got to have to be a big investment. And then there's still a whole bunch of gear I need to change. Like this is ridiculous. I've got like this terrible belt with no chaos resist on it and stuff. Like there is a lot of room for improvement here, which is pretty cool. So with that being said, I think that's enough talking about this stuff. I just wanted to highlight the 69 million damage here. Absolutely crazy. I will do another proper video. I'll probably just leave it a couple more days because I got stuff to do and let people watch the original one first. But I think it would be very important to get a new one out to show how impactful that helmet was. Like it's mainly that helmet that's huge. Yeah. So there we go. I might do a quick couple maps or something, but I'm not going to be around for too long today, I don't think. I really just wanted to talk about that, and then I can either clip that and put it in a video on its own and upload that one, or I could re-record that again and do it a bit more officially. There we go, we just made like 2 divines right there, just selling stuff. This marketplace thing is the best thing ever. In my, I haven't had time to just sit down and go through all my stash tabs and stuff, but I'm sitting on like so much raw currency if we just liquidate all of this crap. But yeah, we'll do that eventually. I would love to as well do a tier 17 map. I'm so confident that this build could do that. I've just never tried one, so I shouldn't be confident because I actually don't know what they're like and how much harder they are. But we'll see. Like, this has just gone a bit crazy. I'm also at the point where I don't really care about leveling up anymore. So I'm doing some riskier strategies to try and make a bit more money. There's like a glacier map gold farm that I'm quite interested in at the moment. I might do one of those. Full disclosure, I will probably die on the final boss if I even go and try to attack him. He does so much physical damage, and he's normally gets possessed by like different spirits and stuff. It's not mandatory to kill the boss as part of this strat, but like, dear God, that thing is nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think you want it to be an 8 mod map. I don't think you're supposed to roll this like. I think you're supposed to scour it and alchemy. But I could be wrong. But it takes so much longer. I wonder if there is actually a better way to do this. Again, I'm normally just an ouch and go player. I don't like do scarabs and all this, that and the other. It's just now we actually need a lot of currency to push the build forward, so we'll have to see. Like, I rolled 8 mods last time with just a couple chaos orbs, but I guess it's just random, huh? We'll do 10 more up here and see what happens. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, this is just like not worth it. It's just like spamming all my chaos down the drain. I'm just gonna go with that, right? We'll just see what happens. And then I think what you do is you take a Torment Scarab. I kind of want to try a Rogue Exile one, but we could make those into like mini bosses of their own, which could be really scuffed. An Elder one. We take one of these ones. I think I can actually get another map slot somehow, but I couldn't tell you how to do that, so we're just going to do this for now. Triple check that there's no rippy mods on there. Nope. Monsters are going to take reduced damage from my crit strikes, which is probably fine if we're doing 70 million damage, right? Right, let's give it a go. Again, full disclosure, we may die in this. It's because I don't care about leveling up anymore, so we're doing some risky strategies to make money. I might make that a comment. Don't care about leveling up anymore. We're doing some strategies that may cause me to die. To generate more in-game currency. Now we're doing used up gold farm. Let's see how we go, right? I've done one of these before, and it was just the boss at the end I couldn't kill. He would just absolutely destroy me. He just one-shots you from across the screen. So that was something. These portals give a lot of gold. It's fantastic. What's this thing? Oh, that was a essence. Like, I would already be dead if I didn't have the two defensive Ascendancies. I'm telling you, I would have got blown up by some of these mob packs. And you just have to, like, literally stand on the other side of the screen. But I like to really get in there. Like, you look at this, I'm being so stupid, I'm just, like, jumping right on top of all these enemies. Oh, shit, I shouldn't have done this. That's a, I don't think with this strategy you're supposed to do the rituals. You just kind of use them to farm more enemies. And this one's a chaos one, and my chaos resistance is really, really bad at the moment. So we just need to keep a few things in mind here. But again, I don't care if I die anymore, right? Like, eventually we probably will want to push up a couple, Sure. Eventually we'll probably want to push up a couple more levels for the new, like, cluster jewel setup I'm thinking of doing. But right now, I just really don't care about it. Let's try and get some currency and upgrade the build. Looks good. Okay, that's the halfway point. Oh god, that electric dude. I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. Oh, look at that damage. What the hell? Again, if I didn't have those defensive ascendancies, I'm sure we would be dead, man. I'm absolutely certain of it. Because I'm getting right up in everything's face. I don't need to be. But it's fun. Let's keep going here. Goodness me. There we go, we already got one of the scarabs I need back from this map. The Scarab of Legend, I think it is. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to click on that altar, but at the same... Oh, no, I already did. Let's read this thing. Again, I'm probably not going to kill the final boss here, because he's ridiculous. So, we'll just try and get as many enemies killed as possible. God, the shrine buffs are just ridiculous. Look at this. There's another one there. Oh god, tanky boy. There we go, he's gone. I could have swapped to Bloodstance there, but I didn't really want to stop and do that. Alright, so we've got the boss coming up. What have I done to this build? This is so stupid. Why am I... Oh, I think there's another shrine we picked up there. I'm just gonna keep slamming the ground, honestly. So what's about to happen is the big boss is gonna come in now, though. And he's probably gonna one-shot me with his ridiculous amount of physical damage he does. He doesn't have increased area of effect this time, so I can actually dodge his attacks. That's quite nice. There we go, we got him. Last time I did this, he had, like, so much added area of effect. I was over here, and he jumped over here, and he still just one-shot me. There was nothing I could do. But yeah, apparently that just happens sometimes with this, this strat. So we made 38,000 gold doing that. That's pretty cool. I haven't even optimized this at the moment. That's a stupid amount of gold. I'm gonna try and do this ritual. This may be stupid. Again, our Chaos Rares is so bad at the moment. Big thing we want to upgrade with the build. And I'm just like doing a Chaos Ritual altar. Early in the league, I blocked Ritual. I thought it was so rippy. You just kept dying over it. I mean, case in point right there. I must have been... I was looking over here. I must have just been standing on something I shouldn't have been. Like, that kept happening to me earlier in the league, though, so I just stopped doing rituals altogether. But again, like I said, we don't care about dying anymore, so we can just kind of see what happens, right? Eventually, we'll go to level 96, and then we'll play a lot more defensively. But right now, yeah, I want to upgrade this build more. We want 100 million damage. This is the goal. Oh, I wonder if it spawned the end boss, and then he just jumped on my face. Yeah, what's happening there? Can anyone actually tell me what's going on? I really don't know. It's like the ritual ends, and then I just die. Very strange. Oh, it doesn't matter. Let's see what we got. A bunch of trash. It's very exciting. So a quick reroll. What's this thing? I'm just gonna check a couple of these things. Oh, that's cool. When you use a chromatic orb on an item, it makes 1 to 3 sockets become white. That's really cool. I had no idea that was a thing. I think we'll probably take that. I don't think anything else here is very good. There's no sneaky mirror shards. I'm going to take that one for sure. I like how there's just like bodies in here now. I'm pretty sure that's so that necromancers can use them and revive stuff. And get very specific enemies. But, alright. We'll just take that one. It sounds cool. So how much did we get? 38 grand from that one map. 38k gold from one map. Not bad. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. And look at all this other random garbage we got. Which is going to clog my inventory up. I think this is really cool. I might actually use that on my chest piece here. And try and get a white socket. Because if we can get a white socket and all the rest are reds, I could actually play with swapping this gem right here for awakened melee physical damage. The reason I'm thinking of doing that is, you know what's about that. Back we go. Won't seem to load up a building for some reason. That's very strange. You gonna work now? There we go. If we put in awakened melee fizz rather than cold penetration, so we'd be 69 million blah, blah, blah. We would go to melee physical damage. Look at that, man. Hold on, I'm not done yet. So that's just a level 5 20 joule. That's 74.5 million, and it already turns off cold exposure for me. So that includes the fact that we have no way of putting cold exposure on enemies. Again, the cluster jewel setup I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure is how we can get that. There's one that's like on hit or something, you can get cold exposure 10% of the time. I don't know. Either way, we'll be able to bring that back in. And then that will raise the damage even higher. So, very, very interested in this. And if we get that to level 6 as well, look at that. Clean 75 million. I think we can definitely push this build to 100 mil, which is stronger than anything I have ever played in this game before by a million magnitudes. I have no idea how it's run away this far, but there you go. It's just scaled really, really, really well. Right. I think we've got to just dump all this crap in here, yeah? This thing sounds quite nice. I might keep this in my inventory. Will be consumed when you reach 25% of life. Gives you a chance to avoid damage for 4 seconds. We'll just hang on to that. Sounds pretty cool. Just chuck all this away. Kind of want to do that. Can you make these rare? Is that a thing? Does anyone know? If I look on the trade website, we'll probably see. Oh, okay, we can turn these in. Phoenix. Have I done that one yet? I really want to do the like Shaper and Elder fights and stuff like that. I think it'll be really fun. I haven't done this one yet. Well, we might do this one right now then. Once again, I don't remember the boss fight. We're probably going to die, but that's fine. Sure, we're just gonna run that, I think. No scarabs, just chuck that one in. Very tempted to use this thing. Let's do this real quick. I think it sounds fun, and I like white sockets. Ready? Boom! Look at that. Fist of War. I'll put the Awakened gems at the bottom then. Pulverize in there. Oh, that's another thing I did. I got all of my relevant gems up to level 21. So that was great. Yeah, look at that. That's really nice. It's a shame it only rolled on 1 rather than a few more, but that's all we needed. Because eventually I want to swap out that green gem for the red one, right? That's pretty cool. Another thing I noticed people doing with this helmet up here, once the Shaper finishes talking. Thank you. I saw that they put up here in the auto exertion setup, rather than putting like Rallying Cry or just some trash thing that you don't care about the buff, they put Enduring Cry up here, which is interesting. I think what that would do is be giving you, because it doesn't give you the buff, I think it might give you the endurance charges though, just constantly. But we've kind of already done that with this setup. I honestly think we've already done that. I don't mind manually casting that every now and then. Like, look at that, I just pressed that button and we're already up to 3. I pressed it again, we're at 7. I don't need it to auto-exert and do that because we'll keep it up at all times anyway. So, by putting Rallying Cry up here, I just think it juices more damage out. Because this thing does not exert attacks, Enduring Cry. So if I had that in the auto-exertion setup, we'd either have to be manually pressing one more button, or you're only having 1, 2, 4 war cries in total rather than 5 exerting your attacks. And I want more damage because I'm greedy, right? The trade-off for me is we will add in more damage if it doesn't impact the survivability. And it didn't. It did it first, and then I played around a bit, and that's how we have it. Oh god. That's how we have it as is right now. So Shaper balls just everywhere. I really would like to do that boss fight. Hey, there's that thing again. I mean, we just used it. I don't think there's any other gear that I need to use that Omen on. So we can probably sell that one for a nice 30 chaos or whatever it was. Should I do the Val side area? I don't normally bother, honestly. That's probably the wrong attitude to have. Monsters reflect elemental damage. That's a no from me. Technically, we could do it, but I think somehow at the moment my Leap Slam is doing some cold damage. I don't quite know how I've managed that. I need to play around and pop a building or something, right? Yeah, we can do this one. This one's nice and easy. If I can fix that, the cold damage that my Leap Slam's doing, then we don't have to worry about Elemental Reflect at all. It's just not a problem anymore. So that would be awesome. I'm sure I've just got like a piece of gear that's doing it, or I'm just misunderstanding something. Nice try, Electric Man. Not this time. Do you see how ridiculous this build has got? Everyone, like, what is happening? wonder if, yeah, I really wonder if I can download the YouTube video and then re-upload it as an actual video to sum up the, this is a breach, yeah? I mean, I know we have shrine buffs right now that are making us even more stupid, but, like, I mean, that's fine by me. Look at this, man. Oh, I see. None of my attacks are consuming my buffs right now. So we were permanently exerting everything. That's pretty good. No, we'll do the harvest at the end, I think. I'm gonna do the harvest at the end. The bottled faith flask is actually really helping with these as well. Ow. These rituals, which once again I never used to do. Yeah. Again, you do not need a bottled faith for this build. It's just we've managed to add it in now because we're trying to squeeze out every ounce of power that we can at this point. I have it set up to only trigger if we are attacking a rare or unique enemy. I probably should have looked at that more. It said something about frenzy charges, the thing that we just took there. Gotta be really careful not to choose the wrong modifier. And I hope the stream is working alright, because this is ridiculous. What are we doing here? Like, just explosions. Alright, here's the boss fight, everyone. Watch out. Oh my god, an enhanced support just dropped. I think those are still worth a pretty penny. Here we go. Oh, and he's dead. I can't. This is so funny. What the hell is that? That's a tier 16. I juiced it up, chiseled, rare, everything. There he is again. He's gone. Oh no, dude. What is happening? This is too funny. I was fully ready for that boss fight to go on for a second. Like the Chimera one the other day, who actually killed me a few times. I was ready for like that to happen again, and like I might die. Nope, we walked in and he was dead before I even reached him. Like, this has just gone ridiculous. Oh, dearie me. Oh, we're gonna do the harvest as well. Yeah, I can't. Yep. Did he not drop a fragment? Oh no, he did. Okay, so we might be able to do the Shaper boss fight. I haven't done that one in years, so once again, we might die, or we might just rock. Oh no, I'm pretty sure he's got invulnerability phases, so I don't think we can just insta-kill him. Some of the harvest enemies are quite scary, so I definitely don't face tank them anymore. Sometimes you can just blow up. We'll go blood stance though. No need to be staying in a sand stance here. I love that they come out of the ground frozen already, like oh, dearie me. Just making sure I don't have path of building on the screen. I've done that before when I was streaming. I think I deleted that video in the end, because there was just like 20 minutes of me mapping with path of building. God. So you will see me taking a lot of damage sometimes, and that is the helmet. That's me hurting myself. At the beginning, when I first put this helmet on, I definitely killed myself using the helmet. Rather than, you know, because we do take 15% of our life, probably more than that, actually. I think we're taking shitload every time we swing. This thing here, enhanced support. Oh, it's not quite as good as I thought it was anymore. We should like chuck it in to start it leveling in the background. There we go. What's this one? Oh, that's the Omen of Blanching. Okay, we'll sell that this time, I think. Excuse me. This isn't bad as well, I don't think. A couple chaos. Oh! And I was pretty tired when the stream started, but it's just really cool when a build comes together so much like this. It's just fantastic. I think this is just terrible. Maybe that's a good like leveling item. It only requires level 5. I might hang on to that for like leveling another character. If I do that. I doubt that we'll do that though, if I'm being completely honest. I never have done more than one character in Elite. I'm just going to dump this in here. I have no idea what that's worth, but we don't want to be checking that right now. Let's do this real quick, right? So what these 4 fragments here do is when we put them in the map device together, we start a boss fight called the Shaper. Again, I haven't done this in a while. Oh, right. We've got 52,000 gold. We should probably dump that in here quickly. Wow. This new Atlas tree is great for farming. What I'm trying to do in here at the moment is just upgrade absolutely everything. I want disenchanting at a point where we can start smelting down unique items, because look, I'm like hoarding a whole bunch of crappy ones here, and I just want to get rid of them. That would be great. I should realistically be doing this mapping stuff as well, but we'll just wait until I've got everything else set up at the moment. And I think up here is going to be a really big upgrade as well. Yeah. I don't actually know when you finish upgrading everything. I do need to get this ASAP. Recruits have a job specialty up to rank 10. That's what we need. We need to get rank 10 farmers. Pretty important to do that. It looks like our ships came back. I'm trying a new strategy here at the moment, just because I'm trying to save money, where I just send, get ready for this, right? A really big order of 2 bars, and a matching amount of dust if they can handle it. All this is giving me is a stacked deck. It gives you anywhere between like 3 and 8, I think, something like that. And these things, like, look, that's 13 we got there. They're coming in every half an hour. That's 20, maybe 25 chaos or so right there. I'm fine with that. It adds up. Eventually, later on, I'd love to go back to the strategy I had before, sending the crops out, but we were kind of running out of crops all the time, and I need them to upgrade the town at the moment. So we will hang tight on that. Ooh, I might heat my tea up, and then we were going to do this boss fight, I think. Let me put some text on the screen that says that. I don't remember how to do that in OBS. Text. Be right back. Getting heat. That's how you know I've spent too long in the UK now, because I'm obsessed with tea. Okay, 1 second. Lovely. Let's get this off the damn screen, because knowing me, I would leave that up there while I'm doing gameplay, and it would annoy absolutely everyone. So now, going to try the Shaper boss fight. Haven't done this in literal years. I'm trying to remember what he does. I think there's a phase where you have to stand in a bubble, or you get blown up by like damage everywhere. I don't know. It's crazy. There's not too much else, I don't think. Oh, there is one thing I want to do just before we do that, which is to view my channel on YouTube. Oh god, I can hear myself speak. And copy this and just say, I'll put in here on my Discord breakdown at the start of how we are now at 69 million DPS. Just nuts. Right, we can close that down because my computer doesn't like having a trillion things open at the same time. I should probably pin a message to the top saying, please see the start of the stream, for how we have reached just shy of 70 mil. Okay, I think that's all the admin done. Let me just have some tea quickly. I'm really pleased that people liked that video. It was a little passion project of mine. It was quite fun. Well, that just looks awful. I actually don't think it works unless you put them in the right order. Yeah, there you go. Can you like put something in the middle here to like juice up the fight or something? I actually don't know. Hold on. Windows slamming doors. Alright, I think let's give it a go. Let's give this boss fight a go. I don't remember it again. I really do not remember it. Just making sure OBS looks good. Yeah. Let's do it. I think we'll be fine because the damage has gone so crazy. And I think there are ad phases on this fight as well, so we definitely won't have mana problems. Wow, I haven't heard Zana's voice in forever. It's actually really good lore in this game. I have heard it all before though. I think there might be ad phases first, so we'll stay in a sand stance. Yeah, I think you have to do a bit of setup here. We go through and... Oh no, they're just boss fights. Okay, that's fine. Ready? Bonk! Oh, hold on, there's gold in there. There we go. So I think, yeah, for this one, this is also where my hideout comes from, I'm pretty sure. Remembering back a long time ago. Yeah, you do 4 boss fights at the start. This is Gravicius. We like him because that's how we got Ice Crash in the first place. You have to kill him in the campaign for that. I think these are always just random boss fights. I actually don't know if that's true though. Don't listen to me. And then he should spawn. Now, unfortunately, my Bottled Faith has been used because all of these little bosses that we're fighting right now are unique enemies, which is kind of annoying because it means it won't be up for the boss fight we actually care about doing here, which is the Shaper in a second. But I think he has ad phases, so we will hopefully get it back. Alright, I don't remember this fight, but let's give it a go. Gotta dodge that beam, I remember that. Damage is really respectable right now, look at this. He's already on like half health. So this is the ad phase, you can't not get teleported away on this one. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can insta-phase the Shaper through everything. You always have to do these ad phases. But, like, I am astounded at how much damage this build is doing right now. Absolutely astounded. This is awesome. So what I'm hoping to see is when we get through the next ad phase, we should just pop him and kill him instantly. There is one more, I'm pretty sure. This is great though, because it gets you your flasks back. Unfortunately, there's a rare mob at the end, so we're going to use the Bottled Faith again. So I don't know how I feel about that. I think I'm going to just set it up to... There's a few things we could do with our flasks, actually. It's just like, you can't make this up. Alright, here we go. Oh, I've got, my flask is up. Oh, they yatta for a bit here, though. So I just completely wasted that flask. Look at that. Wait, this is a slam attack? I remember that. Yeah. Did you see the Pandemonius there slowing him down? Like, he was in slow motion charging up that big slam attack there. You get so much time to react to everything with this build. Just slowing down boss fights. Like, literal Matrix. So this is another ad phase. That's a Shaper Beam. Ooh, we actually got clipped by the edge of that. You can tell when their health bar stops moving at the top that he's doing a phase transition. Man, I haven't seen Zana in years. This is great. I am very sure we'll be seeing her in POE 2. I will eat my hat if we don't. I have no idea, but I will eat my hat. We just need to find the little mini-boss here, and then we go back into Blood Stance, and then we will be in the last phase of the fight. Oh, a bit of a headache coming on. Again, you probably just run past all this stuff. I don't really know why I'm killing all of this. Not much need to. Where are we going here? Problem is, if you do this slowly, I think he's regenning health. Not that it matters for us at this point, right? But you want to just zoom through all this stuff, I think. Yeah, there's the boss. Go. Rebuff. Blood Stance. See how he's on half health now? He natters a lot. Oh, that's a Shaper Beam. And yeah, he makes like clones of himself as well. Oh, okay, we have to just chill now. I always like this fight. This is a cool fight. Now he normally does a beam afterward. Yeah, it's very cheeky. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. Just when all his little invulnerability things are done, just blow him up instantly. Oh, look at that, everyone. What on earth is this? Crazy damage. That is a 56 chaos item right there. These gloves, I think, are garbage, but you can make them nice. I think they need like corruptions or something. I don't know. I can't. Well, there you go. That was a boss fight. I haven't done that one in maybe 4 years. Crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. That's pretty fun. Yeah, did enjoy that. Would love to do Elder as well then. Show you guys that one. We'd need to get some Elder maps though, and I don't want to sit here and buy them. I also, this is an unpopular opinion, but I Okay, I have a love-hate relationship with the Sirus fight up here. This was one of my favorite expansions ever. I just love the concept of it. I love the music in it. I love the boss fights. Sirus is a bit of a janky boss fight. Most of the time you spend dodging like these big tornadoes and it's just a bit silly. But I love the atmosphere and I love yeah, all of that stuff. So I would like to do that one as well. Um, he is a bit bullshit, but yeah. It is a cool fight, even if it's not the best designed one. Um, so what do I need here? We've got these fragments. We could either just buy the fragments or do the maps. And I think I'd rather do the maps. So if we just take one of these things, normally this finds some pretty quick. No, it needs to say something like it's inhabited by the constrictor or some bullshit like that. Here you go. The Enslaver. I think we've already done this one, sadly, but we will we'll do this one again because I think the last time I did this, he absolutely fucked me up. So I kind of want to get some revenge here. Let's say now mapping for Elder fragments. Go mess it up. It would be more efficient for me to just buy them from the currency exchange, though. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to talk about what I'm thinking with my flasks. I could just make the bottled faith prop all the time with my other flasks. I honestly think that's probably what I'm going to do. Because realistically, we don't really need the extra damage from it, so it would just be nice for it to be rolling all the time. It's either that, or I could change all my flasks to be manually activated once again. But they, oh, okay. Oh, hold the phone, everyone. Nope, he disbanded the party instantly. That's why I waited before I clicked on that portal there. I actually kind of want to do those tier 17 maps, because I've never ever done a tier 17 before. I've heard that there's like more mechanics and stuff you need to be aware of. Like things petrify you, I think. I don't know. Probably have to look into that more before I do it. Or we're just gonna throw the map away, right? That's worth almost a divine. But I am very, very interested in doing that. What's this over here? Bismuth? Yeah, sure, why not? I think ore is a real problem with this league and how you sustain ore. I'm surprised they haven't like done an update or something to fix that. You'd have to be pretty much playing all the time and mapping constantly to be having enough ore. Side note though, those Crimson Ore things that we just did there, they are so satisfying with this build because you basically just attack once and it pops almost all, if not all of them, just immediately. I am going to just full clear the maps because I want more gold at the moment. This is kind of what we want. We want to upgrade the town, right? I was like itching to play an ARPG again. I was, and then they announced this, or I just looked it up and I saw this expansion was like us setting up the town that's going to be in Path of Exile 2. I think that's really cool. So yeah, that got my attention. Because I'm obviously super looking forward to that POE 2. I haven't played any of the betas or anything like that. I'm pretty sure there's like an open beta soon, isn't there? I think I saw some news about that yesterday. Alright, so this is the boss fight. We'll just chuck that down then. Bonk. Where's the boss? Here he is. Oh, right. Elder comes in and he slurps them up. You don't get to do this boss fight. So that's very lucky, because then we wouldn't have our bottled faith up again. This is the slowest part of running Elder bosses, honestly, is just waiting for all these animations to kick in. Yeah, I definitely did this one before, and he absolutely messed me up. So, I mean, look at that. He just instantly phased with one attack. This is what we want to see. Bonk. That's, I think, a big physical attack damage. Yep, we face tanked it, because I couldn't remember what he did there. So there he fell down and he slammed right on top of me, and we just face tanked it, because I couldn't quite remember what the attack was. This is so stupid, man. Loving it. Now, sadly, that was already a fragment that we had, so rip, I guess. We now have 3 of the same fragments here. So I would love to sell some of those or something. But for now, let's just keep... Oops. Try and get the other ones. So the fragments that we've got are Purification and Enslavement. So we want anything that's not those ones, really. This is probably a big waste here, but I don't care. Well, that is at least a shaper map. I guess we could do that one real quick. The last time I did this boss fight, it kind of messed me up. It used a portal. I mean, we killed it. Easy peasy, but it just killed me as well. I want to see if we can... we're at the point now where that is not true anymore. I have a sneaking suspicion in my... But then, oh yeah, I think I had the Maven witnessing it last time, which was just a pain in the butt. Yes, that does sound right. Honestly, with how good the bossing seems to be on this build, I'm very tempted to get a Maven tree set up. If that's any good, if anyone knows of a good one. Because that just sounds fun. And just like do a whole bunch of boss fights. Right now I think my tree, both the trees that I'm using are... oh yeah, that Ice Nova is... that's the second time, I think, in the last 2 days we died from a lockbox Ice Nova going off. Which is very surprising considering my cold resistance is what's capped the most. Like, my cold resistance is solid. I'm not entirely sure why those have been killing me. Again, something we need to look into. The good news is we don't care about dying anymore. If I do decide I want 1 or 2 more levels, we'll go into Delve and we'll do it right. But it's just not as fun. Or profitable, I'm being completely honest. Yeah, I'm very confused why that's been killing me. Check a portal down here. Yeah, so you do see me die every now and then, absolutely. I'm not immortal on this build. This is not a block everything, but it's super fun and the damage is ridiculous, so... again, if you're a better player than I am, which is not hard to do, you probably know what I'm doing wrong on some of these mechanics. So. I love that that rare mob actually helped me there. We put an ice wall around the tree and protected it. That's so funny. And also, like, with this build, you could be way less aggressive. Like, we can blow stuff up from across the screen, right? Especially if you take the other Ascendancy. So, but my playstyle is get right on top of everything's face. So, yeah. That's why I've been enjoying the melee, right? So, yeah, let's see how this is. Oh, okay. Need I say anymore? Like, what is happening? That is stupid amounts of damage. Come on, give us another map here that I haven't... Ooh, there's a Baran one. It's got Elemental Reflect, which is really annoying. Can you re-roll these, actually? I've never tried this before. It doesn't look like you can re-roll these ones. Is that what these other ones do, though? Nah, I don't think so. We can do it. It's just like I was saying earlier. Somehow we're getting cold damage on Leap Slam over here. And that will be reflected back in my face. So that's not great. I'm trying to see where it's coming from. Seriously, where am I getting this from? Cold damage. Not there. Not there. Could be on one of these jewels, I guess. I seriously don't know. It's very strange though. Let's just try this super quickly. I'm sure everyone's fed up of Papa building at this point, but hopefully if we go into Leap Slam here, where is this coming from? Total increased. Hold. Look at Leap Slam. It does 3 million damage. That's my movement speed. That's my movement skill. I've never looked at that before. I was always wondering why I jump on packs and they just die sometimes. There's your reason. My Leap Slam does 3 million damage. That's the same amount of damage that my original Ice Crash build did. Look at that. That's actually more damage than my original build did. What is this? Auto is what we want. So where is this cold damage coming from? Again, if you're more knowledgeable than me, you'll be able to figure this out a lot easier. That's like percent increase damage. But I feel like there's a source of conversion happening here. Yeah, look, this is saying physical is being 67% converted to cold, and then that gets reflected back in my face, and then I cry. But why? Is that just like in the build that we convert everything to cold or something? What am I missing here? I'm definitely missing something. I just don't actually know what. Yeah, look at that. It says right there, you can see it. 67% converted to cold. I was really hoping that when I hovered over that, it would tell me why or what is causing it to convert to cold. Enemy condition chilled, blah, 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 blah. Is it one of the flasks or something? 15% of physical damage is extra cold damage during the effect. Now, my tooltip in the game still says I'm doing cold damage without that flask being on. So I'm not convinced that that's the reason why. Yeah, I really don't know. It's okay. It's just quite annoying because, like, one of the reasons I've got this awakened over here, elemental gem, is so that we could do elemental reflect maps. We also have to make sure not to use infernal cry. I think that blows us up as well. But yeah, we've definitely somehow got cold damage on this thing. It's going to be so obvious when I find it, but I just don't know where it is right now. Yeah, if someone can look at my path of building and tell me, that would be great. But let's do this map anyway. Again, we might die here just because of Leap Slam. I'm actually going to turn Leap Slam off, I think. Yeah, but then that's tricky because you've got no movement ability, right? So before, if I didn't have the Awaken gem that I'm talking about here, you would just hit the enemies and then they would reflect everything back in your face and you're just dead. I really, no, I need to have a movement skill somewhere, even if I just use it to run away from enemies, but I feel naked without it, honestly. I'm just going to play this one passively because I don't want to just kill myself. Again, it doesn't really matter, but again, we're not trying to level up here. It's just annoying to die. It's a terrible feeling. Like, if that had done an Ice Snow, we might have just died there again for some reason. You can see how much slower it is when we're not leap slamming through everything, just crunching. That's okay. I need to get some mana back here, because it got consumed by standing on that rune on the ground. It was annoying. Another thing I should probably mention is that I down-leveled my entire cast when damage taken setup. That was eating a lot of mana, which we don't have as much of anymore. Oh, we sold something. I'm trying to remember what I put in there. Whoa! Feels so slow when you're not leap slamming. I would love to do this blight though. I haven't done a blight in forever. Let's do this one, yeah? Let's just clear the area first. So like, if there was one random mob back there, I mean, think about it this way, right? We just looked up and saw that my leap slam on its own does 3 million DPS, right? If even 15% of that, or whatever it is, this map reflects 18% at you. So 18% of 3 million is not something that we can be taking. Okay, everything's clear, so let's just pop down here. Hopefully that makes sense. So we've had to just walk through this one, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, that looks good. Right, I'm going to put a portal over here. So Blight's super fun. This one's like a tower defense mechanic. I've always enjoyed Blight. Looks like this is going to be a fairly big one. So I'm just going to explain this. This is going to summon minion-based enemies. So we don't want to use the minion tower here. You want to use a different kind of tower. And then wherever there's choke points on your map, you basically want to put down like stunning or slowing towers and shit like that. And then what's actually going to happen is that's all just going to hamper their movement, and we're just going to kill absolutely everything before it even gets anywhere near the pump. So you can see there's another thing that's opened up over here, and another one here. There's actually one down the bottom here now. So we're going to focus on this choke point like here, because everything is going to come through this route down here now. And now my game is lagging because there's so much stuff happening. So sorry for the frame rate lag, everyone. Oh, I just leap slammed towards the enemies. If we'd hit something there, we would have just died because of the elemental reflect. Right, nothing should be able to get it through. The frames right now, the frame drops are just awful. Oh dear. It's a definite disadvantage to running Blight when I'm streaming the game. It doesn't seem to cope as well. There's just too much nonsense going on the screen. Oh look, these guys are getting through. And now they're dead. Like, I could just stand right here and just keep leap slamming and everything. Keep ice crashing and everything would die. We may as well walk around and go. There you go, that's Blight. Bit of a tower defense mode there. I like tower defense games, so that's fun. The rewards are just never that great. There are a few really cool things you can get. I think you'd have to really spec your Atlas tree into doing it, but it just, yeah, it's rough. I'm gonna open this one. Right. Yeah, that was pretty cool. So again, the final boss here, hopefully he doesn't just jump on our head and kill us instantly. But he does like to do that, so... Wait for him to jump in. There he is. I was more scared of that guy than I am for the actual boss fight that we're about to do. That goat right there, he's terrifying. I'm just gonna portal out to get my flasks back, and then we're gonna hopefully one-shot Baran. Okay, everyone get ready. Here we go. Okay, we didn't quite one-shot him, but we three-shot him. I think I should have just put down the bottled fate before I started the fight. Yeah, I think that's what happened there. Because technically those first, like, that first one hit might not have been a crit. Because our base crit without the flask and all our stuff up is like 60% or whatever. So we managed to survive it. I mean, that's a hard boss fight normally, right? Like, you gotta be dodging and all sorts of shit, but now we just... so I need Drox's thing down here, okay. I would quite like to do Sirus. I would quite like to do that as well. I've got a blighted map there. I don't... Again, my computer would probably explode while I'm streaming at the same time, so I'm not going to do that. Excuse me. I'm going to use all of these up. Oh, there's Drox, though. Okay. We may be doing Sirus before we do anything else. And that's a really, really cool fight, but he is a bit bullshit. So, we'll just see what happens here. Ooh. We can actually put Infernal Cry back on. And I can leap slam around this one, so this one should be a dream compared to the last one. We'll just be zipping about. It's going to feel so much quicker. When I fix that problem, that's going to feel really good. That's going to feel really, really good, because then we can run Elemental Reflect maps just without changing anything in the build. But right now, yeah, I don't know what's causing the conversion. Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I'm gonna have to ask on the forum, I think. Someone will know. Someone smarter than me will know. I think this build would actually be really solid in Heist, because, like, everything sets up behind doors and stuff, and look, I can just, like, Ice Crash, and then open the door. I messed it up there because I clicked off of it. And then the extra 2 pulses that come out afterward will just, like, kill everything behind the door. I haven't done Heist probably since Heist League. Because I played a lot of it then, so I was kind of sick of it after that. It is really fun, though. People either love it or hate it, I think. Yeah, maybe after I do some of these cool boss fights, I might buy those omens that save my EXP when I die. I'll push up some levels again. Because I'm definitely going to need to, if we want to get that extra cluster jewel set up in, anyway. Oh, these are gonna summon a bunch of ads here. That ghost just died off the screen. No chance, pal. There you go. So that time I did it, I opened the door after the first crash. Just killed everything behind the door. Tried to show it up a few more times there. It's just nice. I wonder if I should investigate when I live stream. Maybe I should do that on Twitch. And then the videos, obviously, I put on YouTube. That might make more sense, honestly. I can't tell you when I watch the live stream on YouTube, so... Gaming, that is. That would probably be sensible. But, yeah. So what was the boss going to be here? I think it was Drox at the end. I have missed some stuff at the start I'd quite like to go back for. Like, these T16 maps are just crumbling. I just love that there's still so many things that I could upgrade on this build. Like, a shitload. I've done some real nice ones today, but... Once again, just like so much we could upgrade. Like our weapon, we can make like 40 to 60% damage just on the weapon. That's how old my weapon is now. But I'm gonna need some damn lucky drops or a lot a lot of farming to get an upgrade there, I think. Just don't have the time for that. What is the time? Speaking of, 2:30, so I'm gonna probably stop soon. So we've got a boss fight coming up here. Oh, it's this one, is it? Okay. So we have a bunch of enemies at the start, like mini bosses. And then this dude, Dominus, who is dead already. Now, when he's unfrozen, he will phase over here. So stupid. Get our buffs ready. Sadly, Bottled Faith is going to get used on this rather than Drox again. I might just teleport out so we can get a nice Drox kill in too. Ready? Bonk! Oh, it's so stupid. So there I just teleported out so we can refresh the flasks. Go back in. Just going to roll my Warcry some more to get all my buffs up. This is so stupid. Like this is that's unless I'm misunderstanding something. That's the highest level version of this boss fight that you could physically do. Literally one shot. That is crazy, man. In the past that fight, I've been like weaving around, dodging his attacks everywhere, just like it's chaos. Really, really cool to see. I might do this real quick because I love this fight. We will crank the music up for this because it is very, very good. I mean, that was the first YouTube video I ever uploaded, was a looped version of this theme. Now we're going to play Sirus. And be a bit of a BS boss fight. May give us a death or two if I don't react in time to some mechanics. Yeah, there's a few moving parts on the Sirus fight that we could mess up very, very easily. But I mean, our damage is so good that I'm fairly confident we'll beat it. It's just a question of if I beat it deathless or not. Let me just close some tabs again. Sorry, everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot to put my chat up there as well. I thought I did that. That's quite nice. Okay, let's do it. There's no ad phases, no map to do here. This is just straight up a boss fight, so. Zana again. Here he is. I love this expansion. Oh, Kirak, good guy. He's just such a cool boss, man. Yeah, I thought they had more dialogue. And then this is my just favorite music in the entire game coming up here. Alright, let's get the buffs up. Yeah, a bit of an involved fight though. Lots of blood, tornado things, or chaos tornadoes we need to dodge everywhere. The background behind this is he's like rampaging and destroying the entire city that we were all exiled from in the beginning. Sorry, homie, you're gonna have to wait, because we might need the portals. Alright, let's do it. The tornadoes are what will kill me here. Tornadoes and bad positioning. You basically have to stand underneath him. Oh, the damage is really, really good. So then he summons... Yeah, let's just leave Sam away from that. You can see he summoned another tornado there. So now what we have to do is just kind of dodge his attacks until he navigates to a position that we can engage him again, which is now. It's just such a good bit of music. We are insta-phasing him. As soon as I hit him, he's instantly phasing. We want to be this side, I think. Yeah, see, these tornadoes is what will kill you on this fight. And his die beam. I'll point that out when he does it. But this is why some people don't like this fight, and I get it, because like there's just a lot of standing about and waiting for the tornadoes to move. Da, 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 da. Ah, this damage is so stupid. I have never had a build this strong ever in all the 12 years I've played this game. And then that does a big ball afterward. Oh. Okay, this is the last phase here. It's the hardest phase. I don't have any of my flasks up, as is tradition. We won't need them. But he heals to almost full there. That's a tight fight, and I really do enjoy it. Just the atmosphere is like unparalleled for me. Well, there we go. Absolutely annihilated. Like, what the hell is happening? Oh, I wish I could like find my old path of buildings and see how strong they were. I'm sure none of them were touching on 70 million damage or whatever. Well, the loot that he gave us is very, very bad, but that's alright. I enjoyed the fight. That's the important thing. We also got a favored map slot I just saw there. I'm going to keep favoriting Glacier because I'm interested in doing that gold farm. So what do we got here? Complete maybe. Oh, there's a boss fight in Delve as well. Let's do that. I'm enjoying just flying through all of these right now. The damage is so good. I think there was one at like 2 something. 275, and then that one there. This one, it looks like we're gonna have to blow up the wall to find him, and I can't be bothered doing that. So let's go do this one down here instead. Yeah, this is just nuts. I think my end goal for this league now is get 100 million DPS on this build. Then I'm happy. That's 30 million to go. I was ecstatic when we got to 30 million. I was ecstatic when I got to 3 million. Yeah, I'm gonna try and download this video and tinker with it, I think, and re-upload it. There's like some gameplay. I think that would be really cool. As long as I can download my own video from YouTube, that would be pretty scummy if I can't. I think I'll be fine. It might be a bit scuffed. Whoa! Taking a lot of damage there. Is that bleeding? Some sort of dot? Probably chaos dot, because our chaos resist is really bad. I'd almost bet on it. Full disclosure here, everyone, I have no idea what this boss fight is. I have no idea what the mechanics are, if he phases anything. Like, I think I've done this fight once in the entire time I played the game, and I don't even know how long ago that was. So we'll just wing it, see how we go. I need to turn the music down again now. It's going to be too loud. Just really amps me up in that Sirus fight. Primeval Citadel. Yeah, I really, really do not remember this one, everyone. Imagine if those little spiders had killed us before we even got in. They're trying. Damn, that just used my bottled faith again. I'm gonna kill some shitty enemies. Try and get it back. Damn it, that's really annoying. Oh no, that's a rare enemy as well. So that would use the bottled faith too. Oh, it's back, it's back. Alright, we're going in. Okay, yeah. I do not know this fight at all. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen. So let's just see how we go. Is this him? Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Okay, he's got phases then. I have a feeling we need to hide behind Drox or something. No. Okay, this just looks like a dodging phase, that's fine. Oh, maybe you need to break these crystals. Yeah, I bet you need to have him charge into those crystals around the map. Or almost would guarantee it. Oh, do I not get another attempt? Oh, that's so lame! Or maybe I do, hold on. Yeah, I do, okay. Okay, we get another attempt, that's fine then. I might look that up, honestly. What's his name? All the Crystal King? All the Crystal King POE. Yeah, I'm certain of it. You need to get him to charge into those things there. Blah, 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 blah. I really don't remember that fight at all. I'm not even sure if I've ever done it, honestly. Yeah, okay, here we go. He shields himself in the center of the arena, makes himself intargetable and vulnerable, launches shield charge in a sequence towards the player. If the copies hit the cocoons, then they burst and leave a permanent pool of cold damage over time. Okay, so I think it's actually the other way around. We don't want him to hit the stuff on the sides there. Let's try it again. No harm in going again. We go again. Cool fight. Yeah, I really don't think I've seen that one before. I don't actually think I've ever done Uber at Siri as well. So if I could fix the reflect problem that I'm having, we could do that for the very first time. Like I don't have the Steam achievement for that, so I'm certain I've never done that boss fight. Yeah, go on. We'll break this wall open. Never seems very worth it. But sometimes there's resonators in the wall, and then that's exciting. I typically only do delve for the EXP, as I have said before. But I'm certain it would be very profitable if you knew what you were doing. Alright, let's get in there before our bottled faith gets used. Alright, so we want to not hit these things on the side here. Okay, let's give it another go. I was like, how did I get attacked there? But no, it was me hitting myself. Okay, so I'm basically just going to... Ooh. Dodge like this. I think this is the way to do it. Yeah, that worked a treat. Nice. I have a feeling that's like a front cone attack there. So you need to be behind him. That's what killed me last time as well. We'll have to research that fight. I'm not going to just throw myself at it. I'm going to watch a video on his mechanics, because I'm clearly missing something there. Like, I've got overkept cold res and stuff. Yeah. I'll come back to that. We'll come back. It doesn't look that hard. Something's killing me. In fact, I'm going to fact check myself right now. All encases his weapons with crystals before doing a cleave attack. 75% of damage converted to cold damage, and it can be avoided by staying behind him during the animation. Yeah. Oh, there's also a thing you need to throw dynamite at him to stun him. That's cool, dude. Again, yeah, I don't think I've ever done that before, so we'll I'll take a rain check on that, but for now. Just yeah, there was some mechanics I clearly wasn't understanding there. Now, I'm going to just quickly buy these 2 fragments to get the last boss fight going here, because I really want to. Fragments. Hopefully they're down here. They are. I need constriction and eradication by the looks of it. How much are they going to cost me? Let's see if someone will set up for that. Eradication. I'll put those out, but if we can just get a map quickly that, I mean, I guess I could just buy them, honestly. What's 10 more chaos? Let's just buy them at the going rate right now. Who cares? I just want to do the fight, right? So we'll just cancel that one. And cancel that one. Why am I trying to penny pinch here, right? We need the constriction one. It's because this one was 30C, and I was like, ugh. Again, look at these. These are the people asking to buy at the bottom there. So I could have put like an order in at 20, and it probably would have filled, but it might take, 10 minutes or so. So let's just get going. I want to do the Elder fight. Again, don't really remember it, but it should be fun. I've at least done the Elder before, whereas I had never done that fight. So the mechanics should come back to me as we do this one. Elder does... He's quite similar to Shaper, I'm pretty sure. He does a teleport attack and a slam. He has a lot of cold damage he throws out all over the place. It'll come back to me. Let's just go. Oh, he starts attacking straight away. That's cool. Hello? What the hell? Oh, I'm frozen. I can't actually move. Oh, there we go. I forgot about that attack. Yeah, you have to be behind him to dodge that. And now it's an ad phase, I'm sure of it. Yeah, you have to protect the Shaper here, that's right. I guess we'll go into Sand Stance then. Should just kill everything before it even has a chance to get close. I'm just gonna stay Blood Stance, man. Like, they're not that spread out. Now over here. So if the Shaper dies here, I'm pretty sure you've just bricked the fight completely. So you really gotta protect him. So stupid. The portals spawn and then I just hit them once and they've just gone. Bonk. 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 And if we were in Sand Stance there, I bet it would just blow them up without me even having to target them. Yeah, I'm gonna go Sand Stance here and just like slam the screen in the middle. Oh yeah, but you never want to just like absolutely hold the button down on this Ice Crash character, because then you can actually run out of mana that way. Okay, I think he's coming up in a second, so I'm gonna go back to Blood Stance. And he's gone. And then you have to go to Zana. Because she puts the bubble up. Look at that! It is trivial! Absolutely trivial. I remember this build. I used this on a different build. Cyclopean Coil or something like that this is called. Yeah, there we go. And we now have 2 of the fragments. When you get all of these together, that lets you fight the Uber Elder boss fight. And that's all of them at once. So you fight Shaper and Elder. And I think we'll be able to walk all over that fight based on how easily we did those last 2. That is so strong. I would actually love to try that here. Again, I could be very humbled and I might get absolutely clapped, right? But I have a feeling that's not going to happen. Elder, Deathless. Complete. Oh, not that one. I think we got a spot here or something? No? Defeat the Maven. That's a boss fight I've never done, ever. Not once. I've never done the Maven boss fight. Yeah, we need to do that. This is Uber Elder. I don't think I've done this boss fight either, Venarius. Lots of cool stuff here. How much are the Uber fragments? Because we could just, you know, buy them real quick. Elder. Fragments. Yeah, these ones. I've got the top two, so I need the bottom two, right? How much does that cost you? Oh, quite a lot. I'll take it. I'm feeling ballsy here. Was it at the top? It's the emptiness one we need, right? Which one did I just buy? I may have bought the wrong one. No, I didn't. Wicked. 63 chaos. What the hell? Doesn't matter. It could actually be quite profitable to just farm these boss fights then and sell the fragments. Because these are quite expensive. There we go. Okay. Didn't expect to do this today, but we're going to try and do the Uber Elder boss fight. I could get my ass clapped in this. I have no idea. But I am feeling confident. I'm going to give it a go. So we're going to have to fight both of them at the same time. Get the buffs up. Here we go. Such a good theme as well. Again, nah, look at this damage, man. I'm feeling pretty confident that we're gonna walk all over this fight. Is this an ad phase? It looks like it, huh? Or is he up? I can't tell if he's shielded or not here. It looks like he is, so this is an ad phase. Again, I gotta remember all of this, right? It's been so long since I've done a fight like this. Those balls you have to drop at the side of the arena, I remember that. He doesn't seem to be vulnerable yet. Oh, this you have to come in close. Remember that. You die if you don't. I've run out of mana there. Do you see what happened there? The reason why I got killed there? I ran out of mana. This seems to be a problem I'm having on single target boss fights. I need to investigate that again. I think maybe it's when I'm not attacking an enemy, so I'm not leeching. It could be the case here. Again, I'm glad I didn't one-shot this and like make it trivial. Who's even up right now? Need to kill these ads. I think he's just summoning ads right now. Yeah. Ooh, big heavy damage there that I just took, eh? There's a ball to drop on the outskirts, yeah. This is a really, really cool fight, man. So I'm sure here you're supposed to stay in the middle. But I could be wrong there. That was very cheeky there, because I'm pretty sure you got to stay in the middle, but he did a shaper beam to the side, so I had like nowhere to go. Well, we'll have to record this one another time when I can do it deathless, when I remember the mechanics. But this is really fun. I just hope I can beat it. Like who am I fighting right now? I can't actually tell. Feels like we're phasing everything too quickly. I don't know what's happening. And when I don't have anything to hit, that's when I'm not leeching, and that's when I'm in trouble and I start panicking. I literally don't know who I'm attacking right now. It's alright. Oh. Is it an ad phase? I'm gonna stay in a sand stance here. I'm actually gonna stay in sand stance. Oh, base tank the Shaper Beam. I think this is an ad phase, yeah. Okay, I think Shaper's gone. I don't actually know what's happening right now. Oh. We did it! Let's go! That was sloppy as hell, but I couldn't really remember the fight, and I just didn't know who I was supposed to be attacking half the time, but that was awesome, dude. Okay, that was a sloppy kill. I'm definitely doing that again so I can re-record it. I'll probably just watch the fight on YouTube or something. Yeah, if I watch the fight, and just remember like who on earth you're supposed to be attacking at one point in time, I think we'll be fine.
We did it. It's over. It's fine.
Well, I'm glad we beat it though. Like, what the hell? That's a testament to how strong this is going. I don't think we got a very good bit of loot though. The thing that you want to get when you run Uber Elder is like this thing. I'm going to show you down here. This thing right here, the Watcher's Eye, it can roll with either 2 or 3 modifiers. And yeah, if you get like the right combination of modifiers, that thing can be worth a fortune. So we just got unlucky that time, no Watcher's Eye. But honestly, I didn't really deserve a good one anyway, considering it was the first time we run that in years, and it was a sloppy, sloppy kill. Like, you could sense my fear in that one. I just didn't really know what I was doing. That's hilarious. So the very last thing we need to do is defeat the Maven, another boss fight I have never ever done. Goodness, you'd think I like the Glacier map, right? But honestly, I think that's a really good stopping point for me there. So let's just do a quick recap of what we did. We've done, we beat Shaper, Elder, pretty much all the Elder Slayers and Shaper Guardians. Sirus, the Elder Slayers, the Elder Guardians and the Shaper Guardians, yeah. Sirus, the Elder Slayers, which is like Drox and all of that, and then Uber Elder. That's pretty awesome. So what I need to do on this build is, I want to redo that fight but properly when I know what I'm doing. I need to do this fight for the first time, because yeah, I'm clearly not understanding what I need to do in that one. So I think it's more just like getting behind him. Honestly, I think once we did that first phase with the pillars, we just have to get behind him. So I'm not taking a huge amount of physical damage, and then that's fine. So that will knock that one out. And then it's the Maven, really, isn't it? Complete Maven's Invitation. Whatever this one is as well, we need to do that. Oh yeah, and Venarius. Okay. A few more boss fights to do here. That's good. I'm going to pick up my shipment, and then I think I'm going to call it there. I will. It is 13 stacked decks. Wow. Oops. This is kind of my strat at the moment. We're just dumping these in. Off they pop. And that lets me get lots of gold I'm using to upgrade the town at the moment. So yeah, there we have it. Okay, lots of really good boss fights there. Bit of a build explanation at the start of how we got this so strong. 70 million damage, like, that is crazy. Really, really happy with where the build is. And yeah, I'll probably download this video and chop it up, and then I'll re-upload it as a new video on the thing itself. Let's just open these for fun as well. I'm throwing them on the floor. There you go. If there's a good one, it will let me know. Looks like that's the only good one, though. The rest is all pretty garbage. I will take these, though, just for the fun of it. I don't even know what that one is. Punishing map? Who knows, right? Yeah. Okay, I better stop, or I will just keep going. Oh. Boom. I was wondering where this extra point was. I just couldn't find it anywhere. I have absolutely no idea where I'm supposed to put it. That's a great question. We could just take like Harbinger Scarabs or something, but I like them being ambush ones because they're the most expensive. Honestly, I might tweak with this tree just a little bit because I would love if we could get like that chance for the Conqueror and Elder maps to drop because I really just enjoy doing those boss fights, and why are we playing the game if not to enjoy what we're doing, right? So I think that's probably what I'm going to do. But I will figure that out another time. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I will chop this video up and I will re-upload it and I'll explain how we've got the build to this state. So yeah, all right, bye.